Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here, coming at you with a TTM Mail Week recap for the past week, or a little over actually. Last Saturday's returns are included in this. I'm gonna come to you again early this week, just because I'll be busy on Saturday and Sunday, so I won't have time to make a video for you. But I do have several TTMs I can share with you. Decent amount of points as well for Adam and Brandon's end of the year contest, so I can add to Chasing Ink's team. Also, I've been shipping out some Christmas packages, so you should be getting something from Caleb Claus here soon. I'm working down my list of people I got. My table's already, you can see it's already got stuff spread out there, so I need to go to the store and get some more Christmas cards because I already ran out, so that was cool. But trying to also make sure I include some of these in there, so you guys can get some of those. Hopefully it won't be ones I've already sent you, but I guess we'll find out. So anyways, in case you are new here, TTM stands for Through the Mail, and what I would like to do is write to athletes and celebrities or politicians, military veterans, you name it, through the mail, and ask them for their autograph. And usually they oblige and are very kind enough to do so and respond to their fan mail. So we'll just go ahead and go through and I'll show you what I got in. So coming in from former center for the San Antonio Spurs back in the early 90s, also played for the Dallas Mavericks in the 80s. This is Blab from Germany. He signed the 1990-91 Skybox and 1990-91 NBA Hoops, all inscribed to me. I've never written him before, but I've been seeing that he's a good signer, so I thought he'd be a cool one, and that's a point for the contest. So we got Blab. This one is kind of my fault. I didn't prep it, but still all right. This is an interesting set I came across. I was in that kind of expensive box that we got at the Antique Mall more recently with all the football cards. There's an almost complete set of this playoff Packers Super Bowl set. It's got a bunch of the Packers players in it. There's one that's really messed up. It's got 3 players on it, and one of the players, George Kuntz, he was injured, and so the picture they have of him is with what's it called? Why can't I think of the name? Anyways, he's injured, so he's crutches. He's on crutches. I'm like, why would they put that in a card set? It's so messed up. So, anyways, I got that card. I don't know if I'd send that to him. It's kind of mean. But we got the coach from their championship team, Mr. Mike Holmgren. So that's another point because this is a 1997 card. So very cool. Then we sent. Also from the Antique Mall, from my baseball box, I have a whole bunch of Wes Chamberlain cards. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to send to him. Thought, he's a really good signer, and I've got all these cards. We should write him and see how he's doing. So he was gracious enough to sign everything. I asked him, keep something, if there's something in there, you could share with somebody else or yourself, please do. But he said he was perfectly happy to do so. So he signed this one, the 1991 Leaf. So that's a point as well. Got 1991 Bowman. We got his 1991 Topps. This is, I'm not entirely sure what set. I think this is maybe just a major, maybe a rookie set or something. It's not traded, I don't think. I've got 1992 Don Russ. I still have plenty more cards I could potentially send them down the road, but I'll wait a while before we do that. And then this says 1992 score, 90s impact player. So, pretty cool. And then he just wrote a nice little note here on the back. I'll just go ahead and read it. He said, Caleb, thank you for the letter. I'm using it to let you know I appreciate your story, life testimony, and your Bible verses. I get a lot of fan mail and grateful to reply. Keep up the good work and enjoy your life. May God continue to bless you daily in Jesus' name. Enjoy the autograph and have a great day. Wesley Chamberlain 2021. So pretty cool extra there that he did. So thank you, Mr. Chamberlain. I really appreciate you doing that. Then I asked Michael from Autographs for a Cure, which if you're interested, it's my friend's charity that he has been donating lots of his items from his collection. I've been donating some stuff to him as well as other people to go towards benefit towards finding a cure for cancer. 100% of the proceeds go to that. He's got an eBay store. There's a link down below if you click that in the description box. That'll lead you to that. And if I remember, I'll try and put a card in one of the corners for you. So if you have annotations on, you can click on that. But I asked him if I could get some more RSVP cards and some stickers because I was running low. And he was happy to do so and surprised me with some extras. So thought this was pretty cool. We got on the Rackers card, Mr. Carl Erskine with the 1948 Dodgers. Also played 59. So that's pretty cool. We got former Rockies 1992 draft pick Mark Thompson, who I don't think I have. We have a Brooks Moore signed business card. He is a Marshall Space Flight Center, Guidance and Control Division, Astronautics Laboratory Director of that. We got a Ted Nugent autograph card, which is pretty cool. And then we got a hockey card from Apici, Brian Hayward. We got a 2003 top signed by Mr. Dusty Baker. And a certified auto of Julian Stone, who I vaguely remember back when I paid more attention to the Nuggets. So that's pretty cool. I did also get a few things from my friend Chris Jasper. I can't show 3 of them, but I can show this. I think he sent this. This is a sticker, GlendaleLake.com. So it's cool. But he mentioned that he wanted to send me this Hal Morris autograph card. I tried sending the Hal Morris, I think, and just got returned to sender. And he was able to get him through the help of a friend, and he had an extra, so he wanted to send that my way. So thank you, Chris, for that. He also did again send a few others. We got Mr. Toby Keith back from last year, sent to his house in Oklahoma. So that was pretty cool. So we got him, Mr. Toby Keith. Pretty awesome. Country superstar. Well, the Hal Morris shouldn't count for the contest because it was given to me, obviously. This one should, though. This is from 1999, Pacific. It's a really scratched up and beat up card, Mr. Ron Gant, but I don't think I have anything signed of his from the Cardinals. So I thought that was kind of cool. He actually played for a while. I'm considering adding him to my MLB Stars binder. He might be up for being elected in that, I guess, someday. So, because actually looking at his stats, he had a pretty good career. Here we have some more points. We have Mr. Mike Gaminsky, who's signed 3 cards. Couple of them with the Charlotte Hornets and one with the 76ers. So basically I just went through my basketball cards and found all that I could find of him and sent those 3. I sent to Mr. Fred Brining for the 85 tops. If anybody needs him for their set, he's signing. So there you go. I think I asked Elbow Sausage Gary if he's already gotten him, and he said he did. I also found a photo of him with the Giants. He didn't actually play in 85. He only played up to 84, but he has a card in 85. So that's all I had the cards for him. So found that cool photo. Got some more points here. We got Mr. Bobby Labonte, who signed some racing cards for me. I believe that's one of Landon DeLong's favorite racers right there. I think it's Bobby Labonte. So he might get one of those in a future package. Who knows? So that should be a point there. We got next up Mr. Jeff Query with the Cincinnati Bengals. Might be a little better known as a Packer, but put up some good numbers with the Bengals as well. Looks like his best season with them was in 1993, according to this card. So that's cool. Some more points. This one's kind of, at first I didn't think it was signed, but it's just kind of a different marker, I guess. I don't know. We got Mr. Tony Bennett. Not the singer, but it is signed down there. Former Charlotte Hornets point guard. This one should also count for the contest because we got a 90s card signed by Mr. Morgan Shepard from 1995 and also a later card from 2018. Certified Morgan Shepard. That was out for a bit. Not quite a year, about 10 to 9 months on that one. We got a failure from Dylan Lupton. Again, another one of these racing cards sent back. No note. Absolutely nothing to go off of. I have no idea if they're charging. I have no idea if they're not signing. If I sent to the wrong address. I have literally nothing to go off of. So they didn't. And I'm dropping stuff here. They didn't say anything. So it's kind of okay. Thanks. So that was a little weird. Next up, we got something from Scott Masters, who I met through the Veterans Breakfast Club. Make sure you guys go check that out. You can go to veteransbreakfastclub.com, find their website, or you can go on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. They got all kinds of sources for you if you want to check that out. But he interviews World War II veterans and other military veterans, and kind of in exchange for when I write to somebody who might be of interest for him to teach to his class or to interview with his class. I just give him his contact, and so far we had at least for sure one contact him. I don't know about the others, but the chances are there. You never know. He's just been people he's interviewed already. He's just asked if they would sign something for me. So we got a letter signed by Mr. Don Greenbaum, and actually we'll go ahead and read it. So Don Greenbaum was born March 10th, 1925 in the suburbs outside Philadelphia. He grew up in an observant Jewish family, dealing with the realities of the Great Depression and attending military school. When the war came, Don was quickly inducted and sent into basic training. He was assigned to an artillery unit, the 283rd Field Artillery Battalion, and the unit went overseas in a Liberty ship, and they spent a few months in Britain before crossing the Channel and landing at Utah Beach in the days after D-Day. That's where Don's odyssey began. It took him through France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Germany. As an artillery forward observer, it was Don's job to call in artillery strikes as fire support for the infantry. As such, he was not in the immediate front lines, but they were close and were often shelled in their own right. And Don himself was wounded and awarded the Purple Heart. After they broke through the Siegfried Line and into Germany, the 283rd headed towards Munich, and they were ordered to check on the small town of Dachau as they were in the vicinity. What they saw there changed the trajectory of Don's war and life. They played a role in the liberation of the infamous Dachau concentration camp, and Don witnessed firsthand the horrors of Shoah. Like many soldiers, he came home ready to put it behind him and to get on with his life, which he did. He married and had a family and settled into the rhythms of post-war American life. Later, Don became a dedicated educator in his own right. Several years ago, he connected with a Holocaust survivor by the name of Ernie Gross, who survived Dachau, the very camp Don helped to liberate. So, Mr. Greenbaum saw some stuff, that's for sure. He says 77 years ago today, I was wounded in Germany when he signed that. So in 11/9. So, wow. So I just thought that was really cool to be able to read to you guys. So thank you, Mr. Greenbaum, for your service, and again, thank you, Scott, for the autograph. I really appreciate your kindness there. I will try and write out some more people. I sent to General Alfred M. Gray just to try recently, so we'll see. That'd be pretty cool. I know this video is going kind of long, but I still have TTMs I can open for you live. We have 5 here. Hopefully, maybe get some more points. We've got a couple photos, a couple cards. Hopefully, they're all signed. Hopefully, they're not some racing ones returned with no notes. But first off, we have come back from Charlotte, North Carolina. This was sent out in October. Sorry, I apologize for my dirty fingernails. I was just at work. We got Mr. Chris Bucher, who signed 2. I will either one of these is going to go to Autographs for a Cure, or Bruce, or maybe somebody in a Christmas package. We'll see. So I had a couple cards of his, so I just sent both. Next up is Jacksonville, Florida. This was sent out in November, so this should hopefully be 90s return. And indeed it is. It is Mr. D. Brown. It's really cool. I had 4 cards to send to him, so I sent him all 4 of these. For the Boston Celtics, D. Brown. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pretty good player. He's coaching now, so that's I sent to where he was coaching. Also from Jacksonville, Florida. Sent out also in November. This was one I ran out of normal envelopes. I think I just used this Christmas card invitation one that I folded up. And it's Mr. Anthony Johnson. So I sent him a 1993 Upper Deck. I thought I may have sent him another card, but he may have traded it. I don't know. Maybe I only sent him one, actually. And he also sent a testimonial card, which is pretty cool. It's Athletes in Action, Victory Beyond Competition. So his favorite scripture is 1 Peter 2:9. It's actually, we should look that up. It's been a while since we've been able to do that. So let's look up 1 Peter 2:9. I believe we may have read this one on the channel before. But, so the ESV translations. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. So that's pretty cool. I like that one. So, very nice, Mr. Anthony Johnson. Next up is coming back from Northern Virginia. This was sent out in October. I did recently send out quite a few photos as well, so hopefully in a little bit we'll see some stuff coming back for that. Looks like we got a military return. Oh, he's also got a book. Oh, very cool. So this is Mr. John M. Billings. He was an Army bomber pilot. I can't read my own writing there. But he signed this one here. And he does have a book out. It's called Special Duties Pilot, which actually be pretty interesting. And this is a signed book plate, so we can put the book plate in the book. So I think we'll have to do that. We'll have to look this up. OSS, that's what he was part of. So he was part of the Inglorious Bastards. The real, I guess there's a movie. I mean, no disrespect when I say that. I'm just simply quoting what the book says there. But very cool. John M. Billings. I did also put Scott's information in his. So Henry, if you're watching, there's a guy you can write to if you haven't already. John M. Billings. He's on Star Tiger. But I guess if you absolutely need him, you can message me. I'm sure I can find it. We got Los Angeles, California. It's also sent out November. This is a recent one. This one feels like an Autographs for a Cure one. It feels like it has an RSVP card. So this will be quick. And indeed it is. So he did say it's okay to send. This is Tom Wright. He's an actor. So maximum of 5, he'd sign up to 5 8x10s. So I'll let Michael know that if he'd like to write him, he can. So this is Mr. Tom Wright. Here he is. A little bit more recently. Here's one, he's pretty well known. He's over there on the right side there, not the man in the hat. And then this one, it's kind of like a studio shot kind of deal. So we'll have to let Michael know about him signing. Just make sure there's no notes. Okay, so that is it, guys. So thanks so much for watching this long 20-minute episode. I do hope you enjoyed. Appreciate your time and all your support. Make sure you also go check out the previous giveaway video that was uploaded if you want a chance to win something. I'm actually thinking I might give away 2 boxes and 2 packs, and I'll throw in some other packs in there as well. So I'll make it worth your while if you win. So, but definitely amazed by all the support so far. There's been a lot of people that have entered, so that's really cool. Love to see more. You have until next Wednesday decide if you want to do that or not. It's real simple. So thanks again. I will see you guys all later. Hope you have a good night and talk to you later. Bye.